put into a stage where it will turn into a hub of education, hub of economic activities, and region with full of prosperity. I don't think that the youth of Northeast are lacking behind in any manner. They have the energy, they have the willpower, they want to do so many things, and it is evident in the course of interaction with them. But only thing is we are, required to renew our zeal, rededicate ourselves to ensure that their dream is fulfilled. I'm sure that this one day important gathering which has been arranged will be very useful. And I'm also hoping that after this gathering I will get some input, some refined portion of your recommendations or the outcomes, so that I can take a list out of the outcome of your gathering here and to ensure that these are integrated and incorporated in the policy of Government of India and to be implemented specifically for the Northeastern region. I will ensure I can give my commitment to you on that. Your thoughts, your ideas, and your steps will be brought into action, and for that, whatever level of commitment you require from me, I give assurance for that. Thank you so much.
I would also like to take this opportunity to felicitate some dignitaries who are with us. Shri Jafar Sareshwala, Honorable Chancellor, Maulana Azad National Urdu University. I would like to request Shri Mahbubul Haq sir to kindly felicitate Jafar Sareshwala sir. We have with us Madam Dimple Kakani, respected Director, RISE. We would like sir to kindly felicitate Madam. We also have with us a senior journalist, Shri K. Srinivasan. We would also like to felicitate him.
So much for your considered expressions. I must like to assure you that before you came in 1.5 hours or so, we had deliberated upon, and some of the concerns that you have highlighted were also touched upon, and we are on the job. But what is most impressive as far as I am concerned from your expression is that you have given us an opportunity that we should prepare a brief white paper for you for the development of the Northeastern region, especially starting from education. And we shall try to do that. We will request the chancellors of this university to kindly coordinate. We as individuals will have been prepared and will edit it and will submit as early as possible. So one more thing that we would like just to raise before you with your permission. It is quite unfortunate that after Professor Minarmiri had represented in the UGC so many, I think more than 3 decades ago, there is no representation in the commission. Now, it's a big point that we ask country, some parties represented. But then, as you belong to this region as much as we do, we have our problem, which is perhaps not matching with the mainstream. So we need some our voice to be spoken so that we get the due share of our voice. Through you, sir, we would like to request you kindly to see that someone eligible, competent, who can represent us, be there wherever. I would like to request the House, very please, 2 or 3 questions that you have to the Honorable Minister. Hopefully he will accept to answer you. Thank you. 2 or 3 please.
Okay, I am Yoga Saikia, Vice Chancellor of Part2 University, and I am a novice as far as education, university sector is concerned, because I spent the bulk of my life working at the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research and have been here for the last 3 years. I would actually like to just point out, today we have had 2 very passionate long speeches, one by the chairperson of the UGC, who has actually really had a vision and touched upon a lot of aspects about stressing the need for employability and skills, and it has been very refreshing to listen to both of you. And it is indeed a major problem, and the two, as you have pointed out, are very closely linked together. I mean, the forecasts are that there will be a 47 million working force, out of which only one-third are going to be employable in even about 5 years
Whether
from
it's
now.
with the corporation or with the state exchequer, it is natural resources. We must be able to utilize that. Most of the universities and higher educational institutions are underfunded. You want to do so many things, but due to lack of resources, you are unable to do it. I'm thinking on that line. I've already talked to some of the important corporations, especially the Ratnas, those profit-making people, to adopt 2-3 important institutions. In my Lok Sabha constituency, I have dealt it quite seriously in health sector. So there is a visible impact, and in next 2 years' time, all the important medical units under my Lok Sabha constituencies are going to get the critical infrastructure like express, ambulance, all other ECGs and all. That I've ensured. But that is because of my political compulsions and obligations being representative of particular Lok Sabha constituency. But that should be replicated across the region because I am also a minister. So I take this suggestion very seriously, and those important corporations, especially profit-making companies, I will ensure that each university get its share. It is afterwards the natural resources. We must share it.
Individual college, my question is, we have introduced semester system in our college. It says that student-teacher ratio should be more than that. But in northeastern India, we are 1:1 ratio. So if we are to suppose to introduce any skill education, or if we are to go for vocationalization of higher education, how to cope with it without government policies for appointment of teachers?
And understanding the importance of skilling India, the government has already launched a massive, scale of the issues to be, handled. And from the government level, we have started. Now, how this has to be important in each institution, this we really need to deal closely. Training to the teachers. How to build a skilled India depends on who are going to do it. Otherwise, you can't just do it in your own. And the existing system is not able to cope up with the challenges which we are facing today. So this is a very important point. And I feel when we have targeted to skill India, it means we have to ensure that number one, we have adequate support system. We must create the available infrastructure, and we must be able to have those people ready to come to the institutions. For example, in Northeast, what has been referred earlier is that less numbers of qualified teachers are ready to come to this side of the world to impart skill education, to impart all kind of training. I think this is an issue where we have to have a very calibrated approach. And that's what I said, once you give things in writing, this is one of the points I hope it will come. Then I'm going to discuss with the Prime Minister and the HRD Minister and to incorporate this in the policy. Because merely stating the issue and bringing for one occasion may not suffice. We have to incorporate in the policy itself. Then only it will be able to sustain.
Kiren Rijiju, Honorable Chairman of UGC, Shri Professor Ved Prakash ji, and Honorable Chancellor of National Urdu University, Shri Jafar Sahib ji, Honorable Chancellor of USTM, Shri Mahbubul Haq Sahib ji, and Chairman of this function program, Professor Mir Kanti Chaudhary, and my honorable chancellors of various universities who are present here, invited guests, faculty, principals of various colleges who are present here, and their representatives, my faculty, my dear students, press and media. It's my privilege to propose word of thanks, and I express my happiness and express my good afternoon to all of you. Sir Shri Kiren Rijiju, your issues of the education and in general the promotion has really very touchy, and we are very grateful to you for this session. First of all, we are very grateful to you for your presence here itself and in inaugurating one of the academic blocks. Sir, we are grateful to you. And your talk has made me think that I should become young again to serve. Though I have been 30 years service in the Northeast, coming from the other states, but I feel now to become more young so that I can serve more. So I am very grateful to you, thankful to you. Sri Professor Ved Prakashji, you have given real thoughts and your inspiration, your ideas, how you want the education to be developed in this region, and as a whole, your ideas, thoughts, have been taken very well, received by us very nicely, and we would like to put them into action. We have been doing our best from the Northeast, all of my colleagues here. But then already we have understood the problem, and we will try to keep doing our best. And we thank you for sparing your time and giving the session, and we will try to make it follow it up. And we are grateful. You have considered many of my colleagues' solutions and problems, which you said you will address to them. I am grateful to Shri Ji for being a friend of our university and being trying to guide us from various angles how to develop, because we are a very upcoming university, very young. And sir, thank you for your all help and guidance. And I would like to thank Professor Kanti Chaudhary for taking this session, for chairing and coordinating, conducting the session, and also all the guests invited who are present here for sparing their valuable time, and my fellow vice chancellors for being present here and sparing your time. I am very grateful you all have assembled here, and let us have more interactions in future to come. And all my faculty here, I am very thankful to you. And I would like to add one, sir, Professor Ved Prakashji has mentioned that we, within the universities in the Northeast region, we should interact and help. I am very grateful to Professor Mihir Chaudhary, who has come forward to mentor our university, and he has collaborated and he will guide us to take in the right direction. So for that, I am very grateful to Professor Mihir Chaudhary. And at the last, it's my privilege. I feel really honored to be present as the Vice Chancellor of this university because of our Chancellor, Honorable Chancellor, Shri M. Haq, who has put all his efforts, time and energy to see that this university succeeds, which represents the real Northeast of the region, with the number of students from different states are studying here, and trying to make them stay here and do best. So I am very grateful to him for all his guidance, for all his efforts in trying to make this university and the region very great. And my gratefulness to all media who are present here, and I am very thankful to all of you. A very good day, good afternoon.
All dignitaries are requested for lunch, but we have a small arrangement that Honorable Vice Chancellors and our Rijiju Chairman, Ministers, Honorable Minister will take the lunch. All principals and other dignitaries from different universities, please you go to the lunch.